If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast for the week of February 2nd, 2019. I'm your sick host, Ghostland's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage.
Hello.
Sick as in, like,
as in
not
actual sick.
well.
Yeah, not
the good sick, but the bad sick.
Like, the thing is, I'm not even, like, in pain. I'm just coughing still, and I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, we can definitely hear your voice part.
Like, on Fridays, I with my preschool and kindergarten kids, I play my guitar and I sing songs with them. It's like nursery rhyme songs and stuff, and I could not sing at all. Like, it's hard to talk during this right now.
Makes it difficult to yell at your teenage students.
No, like, I can still yell. That's the thing. I can still get my voice up there if I have to.
I'll throw my voice out for that.
And I told them, I was just like, guys, if I'm yelling and you think I'm yelling at you, it's not. I just have to talk loud because I can't hear. And I'm not mad or yelling at y'all. I'm just being heard.
I'm yelling to be heard, not yelling to be mad.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm not sick. Like I'm just coughing stuff up. It's just my voice is gone, and I don't know what to do to get it back.
Not talk. A podcast is probably not the greatest thing to do to fix that.
Yeah, you probably.
As he dies more.
Yeah, you're probably right, but you know.
You gotta get that Alka-Seltzer stuff.
That's what I've been doing. Okay, so my rotation of medicine has been Dayquil, that Alka-Seltzer stuff that you like, the little the rip open medicine things that you put into the water. Into like a cup of water, yeah. and then cough drops, and then at night. And I've also been taking an allergy medicine because one of my friends told me that it would be good to help me out. And then at night I take the same thing, but instead of Dayquil, I'll take NyQuil and 4 things of melatonin, so I can just go to sleep.
Good God!
4
NyQuil
and
deals? 4 melatonin.
Yeah, dude, I sleep like a rock.
No, you die. Your heart stops.
No, it has. Okay. No, that's fine. I looked.
A minute.
Yeah. I looked it up online. It was fine to take it. I took 20 milligrams of melatonin, which is 4 of the gummies. And then I took 2 NyQuils.
You could probably just get some elephant tranquilizer from the vets.
Take it like insulin, man. Just stab it in your leg.
Just do it like an adrenaline shot, just straight into your heart. Just...
in the meat.
It's not bad. I mean, I get good sleep.
One or
Tonight,
the other would not be bad, but both combined is kind of. But
so is it okay? Let's look this up real quick. Can you take?
Make sure he's not destroying his liver.
NyQuil with or how do you spell it?
MELATONIN.
Melatonin.
We're off to a good start, boys.
All right, so there is no interaction. There's no interaction found in our database between melatonin and NyQuil.
What?
That means it's fine.
What database are you on?
I am on drugs.com. All right, here's a Reddit post. I will trust Reddit posts over anything. It is safe to take melatonin and NyQuil at the same time. However, okay, yeah, see, it's fine.
All right. I mean,
you should just like do an Ask Reddit, be like, "Hey, I'm taking 2 deals of NyQuil and 4 things of melatonin. Am I gonna die if I keep this up?"
I didn't die last night, so.
I said, if you keep it up.
The mute to cough is funny.
Yeah, when I mute, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It's just because you caught it like mid-cough and it just kind of clicked out. It's like,
I know. It's rough McGruff, man. I think I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow.
Again.
It's probably a smart choice.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
So, how are you, Mage? We know how Ghost is.
I'm doing fine. It's been kind of a chill week because of that nonsense with the school and getting the transcript. I had already changed my schedule with Best Buy, so I'm only working weekends at Best Buy, so I kind of really wasn't doing a whole lot this week.
It's not too bad. I mean...
No, it was kind of nice, but also it's kind of like I kind of hated it too because it was not what I wanted to be doing.
Which is totally fair. I'm doing okay, by the way. Thanks for asking.
No one cares. All right, so let's try. No.
I hate you so much.
Okay, Conan.
How you doing, Conan Jones?
Aladdin is the best movie.
Oh my God! Here we go again. Right at this moment, while we are having this conversation, I'm also arguing with my other friend about this, and she's getting on to me about arguing with y'all about Mulan from last week.
So the only one with bad taste here is Ghost.
No, there's not a better movie than Lion King.
Okay, so never. Sorry, I just digging up old bones.
Let's talk about it. Call you the Gravedigger, man.
Right.
Old Man Jones back at it again.
Right, hating on everything. No, I'm just glad it's the weekend. Like this week has been the longest week, and like we finally we made it through the year. January's over. What a year! 2019 is over. Like
we did it. 2020.
Yeah.
We did it.
Longest year
New year,
ever.
new me.
New year, new me.
But all right, well, I guess that's about what I got. Want to jump into fails?
Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Inferior Maze, what is your fail of the week?
So, with my abundance of free time this week, I decided to try out the new season of League of Legends because prelims were up. And the League client update, I guess, was buggy for me because my computer was running fine, but it wouldn't let me lock in my champion. And so it kicked me out, and then they have that new deal where you have like a 5 mil. You're banned for like 5 minutes after the first time that happens.
That's not a new deal. That thing's been around forever.
Well, it's new to him because he hasn't played since August.
It's not okay. It's not that new, but it's one of those newer deals. Well, it wasn't my fault that I got kicked out because League bugged and wouldn't let me lock in my champion. And so I restarted the client. I went ahead and tried to fix the patch. So I re-downloaded the patch and whatever. And I tried it again. And it did it again. And then locked me out for a whole 30 minutes.
I would have been seeing red from that.
I was so mad because I was playing with a friend. And we had gotten kind of desynced, so we weren't playing together because he was it wouldn't let us queue in together till after we started prelims.
Right.
And so we just got I waited, and then he just got out, and I thought I fixed my client, and so we got queued in together, and we were about to play a ranked match, duo queue, and it wouldn't let me lock in my champion.
Oh man, that means you took 2 L's for your promos, for your placements.
No, it wasn't doing that anymore. But it didn't do that too. I don't think so, anyway.
Well, when you dodge a game in placements, it counts as a loss.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
Because they changed up how it works now. Because now after your first one, you get a preliminary placement. And then if you lose every game after that, you don't go down. So it starts you and shows you at the bottom. You're at the bottom of the barrel. And then after each win, you kind of gain LP. And then after you're done with that, it tells you, hey, you're...
Old Inferior Mage is at Iron 4.
I'm at Bronze 4 because it... So I'm not an Iron. I'm not an Iron, though.
Yeah.
Which really means we're starting in silver, like
which makes me feel pretty good.
That means I'm gold then, right?
I mean,
but I was so mad that happened because it wasn't my fault. League bugged on me. My computer was running fine. The internet was good. I don't know what happened. It just wouldn't let me lock in my champion. Like, I click on him, and I just click lock over and over again. Like, I spammed the lock. I was like, lock it in. It just wouldn't do it. Then it kicked me out.
Yeah, I would have been furious from that.
Might give Riot a service call if they gave me an L.
Oh yeah.
It didn't seem like it did, but
hey, let's act that service call out. Go ahead. I'll be Riot support. Call me.
Riot league bugged and gave me an L.
Fuck you.
Thanks, Riot.
Riot support, everybody. Round of applause. Excellent support.
But that's my fail of the week because that was just ridiculous.
Conan, can you bleep that, Conan?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just add a bleep instead of just cutting it out.
I'm sorry.
You gotta add like the Earth Walrus sound or whatever.
Don't tempt me. I will try. Oh my god.
Now Conan Jones is gonna do it. That should be our new like bleep every time is the Earth sound. It's not even the normal like bleep. That's amazing. Look at old Inferior Mage having good ideas for once.
But
all right.
So because it was really sad because the games that I did play in ranked, I actually did really well. I think I only legitimately lost one of them.
Did you finish them?
No, I only got to play with the dodges. I only got to play 3 games, so I won 2, lost 1.
So the weird thing.
I won 3, lost 1 because I played 4.
So did you see the weird thing with it now that you have a placement for each of the lanes?
Yes.
Yeah, I did see that.
So like I was going through and queuing up as ADC and support secondary and just kind of flipping back and forth on whichever one. And it's like 2 support games and like 3 ADC games, and it's like, oh, you still need like 8 placements to get ranked for anything. And it's like, I've already played 5. Like,
so can I just do all my placement matches as jungler?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then your other ones are just not ranked.
I mean, that's fine. I don't care about other ranks.
Yeah. So I've got like 2 placements in support, and I finished ADC.
I don't understand it. I don't really want to play League anymore anyways.
What are you in ADC now, Conan?
I think I've ended in Bronze 1.
Ooh, nice.
But my first game, I got absolutely wrecked. And by I got wrecked, meaning I had a... Who was it? It was someone stupid. It was like a Rumble support.
Hey now.
A Rumble support in the meta that's not your buddy who can actually play Rumble and just steals everything and then just becomes the carry, and then you really just have a Caitlyn support. That's a different story.
Wait. You're describing exactly how I play Rumble.
So that's something totally different than just some jackwagon shoving his face onto the keyboard playing Rumble. So I started off, like, the first placement, it was like, you're going to be placed in, like, Bronze 4. And then I just climbed out of that. I actually did really well with them. But
in Iron 1 first, after that first game that I won.
Yeah.
And then I played another and won it. But because of the dodge, it had dropped my LP, like, 3 points. It wasn't, like, a whole loss or whatever. So that's why I didn't think they gave me an L for it.
Yeah.
Maybe just with that new system, since it doesn't actually deduct anything, you just don't gain anything. It's just
like,
kind of
it gave me like it dropped me 3 points. So when I won the second game that I played, it got to like 99 LP, or it got me to 99 on Iron 1, and I was like, what? Oh,
that's amazing.
And then I played the next game, and I was mid lane. and the jungler decided not to jungle and then play Anivia instead and go mid lane with me, and then ice wall and troll the entire team.
Oh, that sounds amazing. You know, you can ice wall somebody while they're backing, and it cancels
that's what he
back.
did every single time. and then he would we would try the team fight, and then he would cut off half the team, and so the 2 people that he cut off died, and then the rest died because
oh, dude!
It's fun when you're doing
I know
it,
how mad I would be if that happened to me.
It's fun when you're doing it, but when it's being done to you, it's just like I don't even know what to do. This game is awful.
Right? It's a terrible game. I hate playing League of Legends.
Yeah. So we all reported
as I'm currently updating it.
Huh.
We all reported that character, and I blocked him. So hopefully, I never play with that person.
Oh, we blocked him.
Well, it was just
an online video game, boys.
Like he went to mid lane with me, and I didn't do anything.
That's funny.
It was a rough game.
So,
and then I think I lost one more, and then I stopped.
Okay. Well, your fail has been like 10 minutes long. Conan Jones, what is your fail?
let me tap back over. So my fail this week is again my junior high group. I almost on a daily basis they make me rethink my choice of career.
Life choice.
They're 7th graders, man.
They're 7th and 8th graders, but yeah, and I'm just like, why? And I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah,
I just want you to know, Conan, that I know for a fact that you're not the only band director that hates junior high.
And it's not that I hate junior high, it's that the ones who don't want to be there have to be there. And since they don't want to be there, they don't think it's a real class and they don't have to do anything. So part of me is just getting to the point where it's just like, I've done what I can do. Here's your assignments. Go home and practice. Oh, no, you didn't do it or turn it in. There's a 0. Oh, you don't get to go run track because you didn't do your scale tests? That sucks.
Yep.
Sorry. You should have done them on time. But Mr. Jones, I'm failing with a 30 in band. It's like
this is an actual class too.
Yeah.
It's tough love.
And I've talked with some of the coaches that I've seen, and I'm just like, hey, you're not going to have some kids because they are not doing anything for me. Not just turning in crap. They're just not doing anything. If they'll turn something in, I might meet them halfway if they would be a decent human being, but they're not even meeting me halfway. So if you want to have them do the sports for you, you need to get their butts geared and do their stupid tests. Because regardless of if they carry on or not, they're going to do the thing or they're not going to do your thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And there were several of them they kind of gave me a look. They're like, what? And I was like, fight me.
Fight me, Helen. Let's go.
I'm sorry that your Star Trek student is a piece of crap.
Well, there's not many hills that I'll stand and fight and die on, but by God, this is going to be my one.
Conan Jones is going to die on this hill.
Well,
make enemies out of everybody.
Yeah, because there's a couple of the coaches who are like, no, you're absolutely right. Because if apparently one of I think the 7th grade class this year is apparently full of turds. And all of the teachers know it because, they see him every day. And they
Can I cut in for a second?
Yes.
Because I have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. I have reached checkpoint 2 of 3 for honor level 0.
2 of 3 for honor level 0. Living the dream.
I'm almost reformed.
Woo!
All of your honors have come from me.
You're right.
Well, I'm over here at checkpoint 3 for honor level 3.
I think I'm
a team
5
player, mate.
for forever. The joys of never talking in chat. So yeah, that's my fail, but I'm done with that because it's the weekend. My blood pressure's already come back down. So
That's good.
Ghost, what's your fail?
Well, as y'all can hear, I am still very sick, and I'm losing my voice now, and it's awful. You know, it's not good. It's hard to teach. I don't want to take any. I've had everybody come and tell me I need to take another sick day.
You kind of sound like Mr. Mackey when you say.
Okay, well, okay, well. But yeah, it's not even that I feel awful. It's just that I'm sick and I'm losing my voice. I guess my other fail would be. So you know how I talk, or wait, did I tell you about the? Never mind. I shouldn't talk about this one on the podcast. Anyways, all right. So let's go ahead and jump into topic 1 this week. Conan Jones, what do you got for us?
So I'm kind of trying to find music for kind of the end of the year concert already, and then looking forward. And the assistant guy he kind of comes in and hangs out, and we kind of discuss stuff. And he was kind of asking about like a theme, like what kind of theme I was going for the end of the year concert. And I kind of looked at him and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, like what kind of like a theme?" And I was like, again, I don't. He was like, "Well, when I was in school, like all of our concerts were like everything we're gonna perform is a folk song or from Ireland or about movies, or it was it kind of fit a theme." And I was like, I've never had a program or been in a program that followed a theme on purpose. Like, I don't know if that's just a band / choir difference.
Well, it's because like when you go to like a philharmonic concert, like sometimes they have themes, but it's like all the work of this so and so composer, or something like that. But I feel like for high school or junior high band, it's just kind of like it's fun in theory, but hard to do in execution.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you do like all the work of this so and so composer, then you're like, I found 2 songs that I like of his, but I need a third,
and that my kids can play.
That my kids can play, and this third song is either too hard or it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, not every song a composer writes can be awesome.
Yeah.
But
I've never really had a theme ever. I can't even remember. I don't even remember when we was at SWASU if we had a theme for when we played songs.
That's what I was thinking too. Like even ensembles that I've been a part of and played in, I can't think of something that was themed, like outside of like Christmas concerts. That's kind of
I mean that's different though.
Yeah. But like I've had one in the past where it's just kind of happened by accident that it was like movies and TV shows, because that's just the music that I found and that I picked. Because I thought it was good music and my kids could perform it, but it was not.
That's probably the easiest theme to pull off, though.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a theme. Another one, I think, like Trains is kind of an easy one to pull off, because you have stuff like Ride and.
Did he mean like marching shows?
And stuff?
No. Did he mean like how marching shows have themes? Did he mean like
that, but for concert band?
Okay, because like every marching show has a theme. I understand that. That's just a given.
Yeah, that was again kind of different.
But okay.
Because he was kind of looking for something that he wanted to try to conduct with the group that he's in front of.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So he just kind of was asking what he should be looking for, and I was like, dude, literally anything that they can play, I don't care.
Right.
And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy for not having a plan, and I was just like, that's not how it works. Like,
you're so jaded at this point. That's like anything at this.
That too.
Anything works right now.
I mean, okay. So what I got for my concert so far is we're starting with Salvation is Created, and then Gypsy Dance and Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna add 2 more pieces this week. I just haven't really decided what I want them to be yet.
This is for the spring concert.
Yes, and in April.
That sounds like a decent concert. Like, I think for the most part, like as long as your kids have fun with the pieces and they're not too difficult where you have to really work with them on it. but it's not too easy, so they don't learn anything.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters. I think at least at this age group.
See, my kids really
something, but it's not like too high of a standard.
My kids really like Dragon Slayer, and they play it. It's supposed to go 144, and they almost jump it up to 160, and it just irks me every time.
Yeah, that's one that can really kind of get out of hand if they don't.
And then we play Gypsy Dance, and it's just slow. It's like 132, and it's just like super slow. And I've been telling them all week. I'm just like, I know you guys love Dragon Slayer because it sounds good. We need to get it under control. And they were just like, you need to put the same effort that you're putting in the Dragon Slayer in the Gypsy Dance.
Yeah, that can be hard because it's like they have that one song that they love so much that they just don't care about the other ones. When I conducted junior high, though, we did Gypsy Dance and they loved it. So,
yeah.
So I was a little surprised that your kids don't.
It's because they like Dragon Slayer better as a thing.
Yeah.
It's not so much that they don't like Gypsy Dance; it's that they like Dragon Slayer better. And I mean, it's just the name of the game, I guess.
Maybe put a slow melodic song in there just to give them different type of.
That's what we got Salvation's Created for.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you say that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not playing anything for Doctor Who.
So that's one that he found that he wants to try to do with the high school group, and I would just listen. I'd just look at it later, and just look at the score, and tell me if looking at that if you think my kids could pull it off, having never seen them or met them. But we can do that later.
How do I even get to look at the score?
If you press the little camera
where
it says watch, it opens up another tab, and it's like a YouTube video with the score and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't look bad.
The 3-4 to 7-4-4 goes back and forth.
Oh,
and the 3-4 is like syncopated the entire time, and
yes, it is with the upbeats. Oh, yeah. It's awful. Yeah, no, those are for middle school kids.
No, that'd be for the high school group.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
it'd be hard to teach that.
So I don't know. So he just brought that up, and I kind of wanted to just justify myself, and that I wasn't totally crazy for not thinking like that. But so I'm glad we agree, and that everything is there. I mean, that one's a cool song and it sounds cool, but
yeah. I was thinking I want to play the Game of Thrones. I have the music for it, and it's grade 2. I was thinking I wanted to play it.
Who's it by?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you might it's a good song. Later.
So, I don't know. I just wanted to throw something out because next week we're starting the STARS method of sight reading.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be figuring that out. They've never done any sort of like sight reading stuff before. They just kind of looked at it and went. So they don't have any method of it.
Oh.
And
it's that raises more questions than I can ask.
Right? No, like you're completely right. Like,
God.
So for those of you, there's a bunch of different meanings for stars. The one that I'm most familiar with is signatures, or sharps and flats, time signature, accidental, rhythm, and signs. It's kind of how the one that I'm teaching them.
Yeah.
What is your way of doing this method? Or how do you teach sight reading? I guess that could be a thing for next week.
Yeah, we can bring that one up next week.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. So it gives me more experience with it and stuff.
then I can.
Yeah, I don't mean to sandbag the dude that came before me, but man, he just. I don't know. I feel like so the dude that I replaced, he was here for 9 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like he just got really complacent. Oh, yeah, I know, I'm a jerk. I know, that's why I make fun. Oh, yeah, okay. So the other day, we were arguing about Anthem. And Mage told me verbatim, comparing consoles was like getting measles or something. That's the exact text she sent me.
Okay, that was the stupidest conversation.
It was.
Because, like, you jumped to every conclusion.
Where is that? Millions of people play on PC. Saying they don't just because you haven't observed it is like saying I'm not going to vax my kids because I've never seen anyone have measles.
Okay.
Basically, Mage said I have measles.
How the fact that you inferred that from that is just... Is Mage even here anymore?
Yeah, he's still here. What are you talking about?
I haven't heard him a single... Has he talking?
Yeah, he's been talking the whole time. What are you talking about?
He hasn't come through at all.
He's still here.
Hello?
Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're here now.
Did you mute me?
No.
What?
I thought it was just gone, and then Ghost was talking to you, and then...
How long was it?
I have no idea. It's just like, you're not talking to me, and you're responding to something. It's like, wait.
It could have been whenever Mage shared that video thing or whatever he did.
Yeah, because my finger slipped and I said video.
So for some reason today, Discord's like acting up. So, and it's just, everything's being super laggy with it. So you have to record everything through Facebook Messenger, and it's just awful.
And it's way different, and I hate it, so.
Hopefully next week.
But we sound better on it, so we.
At the moment.
This week we sound better on it.
I mean, for when you can be heard and not be muted.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a stupid conversation. What was that? Was that on Tuesday that happened?
I don't know, but I remember I was just like, I'm muting the chat. And like, this is stupid.
It was either Tuesday or Wednesday when that happened, because that was the day where I was feeling like the worst, and I was just wanting to argue.
Yeah, because like honestly, no one was arguing, but you just like 0 to 100 real quick.
Okay, because I was like, because I thought you had a PlayStation, so we could play like Anthem together or whatever this weekend.
No, my brother does, but I don't.
And I was just like, okay, so like, can we all agree to get the same console next generation so we can play games together? And then
I just said we should get all three. That's all I said.
I can't afford all three.
I know, but it was a joke.
Oh.
And then you just went off.
I did. Like, I went just what? Like 0 to 100, man. Pedal to the metal.
This is why you get banned from chat.
You're right. Hey, I'm at checkpoint 2 of 3 of honor level 0. All right.
Good old Conan pulling through for you.
Yeah.
I am almost reformed.
Almost. All right.
Where are we at with this? We just jumped off the rails again.
Yeah,
we're topic 2, I think.
No, we were at topic 1 still.
Yeah, but we're done with that. We're jumping into topic 2 and go.
All right. So, as some of y'all know, and what I've been doing for the majority of the week besides being sick, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and it has been amazing. And we're not going to get into any plot spoilers here because I've already beaten the game, and we'll talk about it next week. So hopefully Mage will get something next week for it. But this game's so good. Like, I vlogged 25 hours into it, and it came out on Tuesday.
That's ridiculous.
It took 25 hours to beat it?
It took about 20 hours to beat it. But I haven't done any of the collectible stuff with it or anything.
Oh, so you haven't 100% completed yet?
No, I haven't. That's what I'm in the process of doing now. Is the 100% complete.
Get that.
I've 100% completed 2 worlds so far. It's just the 2 beginning ones, the easiest ones, Mount Olympus and Twilight Town. But okay, so the biggest thing that like trolled me and pissed me off, Mage, I'm gonna tell you this too, because you'll see it. Whatever, it could be kind of plot details. I don't know, whatever. But so whenever you're like about to like you start the game, you go to the opening cutscene, whatever, and you go to like before you go to the first world, you expect like the title screen to come up, be like Kingdom Hearts 3, and it goes the logo and everything. You know, like how every like major game does whenever like the start of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So these people at Square Enix literally did Kingdom Hearts 2.9 going in the Mount Olympus. I was just staring at my TV. I was so mad that happened.
2.9.
I hand on the Bible. That's what they said. What comes on the screen is 2.9.
They just troll everybody with that.
Like they trolled the hell out of everybody. I was so mad.
We won't give you 3. This is 2.9.
And I was like, there's no way they're actually going to do it, and they did it. The madman. But like the combat system is so great in it. Like I said, we're not getting on the plot details. I'm just going to strictly talk about it at a game point perspective from it. The combat is really fun. It's like fast.
Really, what?
You just disappeared.
Right now. What?
You disappeared like mid-sentence.
When did I disappear?
The combat is just really like, and then it was just silence.
Oh,
it's like, oh my god, it's really like what? You've got to tell me. I'm dying to know.
Man, I hate messaging to talking to this Facebook Messenger.
Ghost has trolled us.
I guess I did because I was talking the whole time.
Oh lordy.
No, the combat's really like fast-paced and fun. Mage, you played Kingdom Hearts 1, right? You're playing it right now.
Yeah.
This one is so much faster than it. Like you wouldn't expect this from an RPG game like this, which is how fast-paced everything is.
Is it faster than Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 1, like the final mix did some improvements, but the gameplay is a little clunky.
Yes. No, it's so much. So there's 4 different like forms of like combat with it, or like special interaction things. You have your normal like combat moves, whatever. Like you can like interact, like do something with Goofy or Donald or the Disney character that's on the world, like the special attack, whatever. And then there's also if you do enough magic spells during the middle of that, you can cast Grand Magic, which is just basically a level above what you were doing. So, like, if you do a Thunder attack, it's Thundara, or Thundara turns into Thundaga. It's just so on, and then Thundaga turns into Thunza. I don't even know how to say it, and that's how you get the trophy. But the third form, which is the one I don't like at all, and a lot of people don't like it, is the attractions where you fight with the different like rides at Disney World and stuff. They're just kind of they're fun to look at, but like there's only like 5 or 6 of them, so it just gets really old really quickly.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, like I guess I'd say my favorite one's the the carousel, just because it does the most damage, especially like in a big old group. Like the pirate ship's cool, but you literally get the pirate ship the most, so it gets old so quickly.
Oh,
the
no Space Mountain or anything?
No, is there Space Mountain? I don't remember. There's one where you like do blasters and stuff with it, and that one's useless. There's a roller coaster one, but you only get the roller coaster one like twice maybe. and that's a big letdown because that one's really fun too. And then the last form, which is like my favorite, is you can get a whole bunch of different keyblades in the game, and with each keyblade, there's different forms to use with the keyblade. Once you like do enough attack combos with it, it transforms the keyblade into the different combat styles for it. So if you get one that's like, say the Frozen World one is this the Mirage Rod, and it's magic focused. So every time you like do a dodge or whatever, a roll, you leave behind a Mirage image, and they'll start doing combos with you. The finishing combos. My favorite one right now is the Keyblade you get from the Pirates of the Caribbean world, because it has two forms with it, and the first form you fight with the pike, and I like lance-based combat, like just like any sort of lancer like that, like why Xin Zhao is my favorite champion in League of Legends, and you just do big old like AOE attacks with it, and then you can, once you do enough combos with that, you can upgrade it again into like you fight with like a big old, what's it called? It's not so much of it's still like a Lancer, but it's like a more properly defined Lancer. I don't know the exact term for it. And it just does huge amounts of damage. It's amazing.
Like a Cavalry Lance or something?
Yes, that's what it would be, like that. And it just does big old AoE damage, and it looks really cool, like just doing all the different fightings with it.
Neat.
Is there
a Keyblade shaped like a house key, like our modern day keys?
Actually, yes.
Yay!
There's kind of that's the connection I made with Riku's Keyblade that he gets.
That's all I've ever wanted. It's just a regular.
It looks awful though, but that's the connection I made with it. But my other favorite Keyblade with it is the one you get from the Monsters Inc. world, because once you get like all the way up to the final upgrade or the final like attack combo with it, it turns into big old yo-yos, and you just fight around swinging yo-yos and stuff. It's so cool, man.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's just a lot. Like there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen when these yo-yos pop out, or like any sort of like combat like that. It's so much fun.
Nice.
Is there anything else, Conan Jones? What do you want to know about the game?
Would you recommend it?
Oh yeah, it's great. Like they do a terrible job at trying to explain the story though. Like
from what I've heard, that seems to be par for the course for Kingdom Hearts though.
No, like
convoluted.
They try to like explain the plot in the middle of the game, like the past events stuff, and it just doesn't work at all. It's just like, hey, this happened. You should remember this, and it's like, what?
All right, so Ghost.
What?
If you put your critic glasses on and gave this game a score out of 10, what would you give it?
I hate the attractions so much. And the dialogue is awful at places. Like there's some places where the dialogue is they're talking and it just ruins the whole game for me.
Oh.
Like so much of me wants to give this game a 10, but I know it doesn't deserve a 10. So I got to give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay then.
So the gameplay is fantastic, but
the gameplay is fantastic. The story, I beat the game. The story's fun. The story's good. I'm not gonna lie. The story's really good. There's some really. I haven't got the secret video yet because there's some stupid stuff that I didn't know I had to do that I've been going back and doing now. But I should get the secret video by tomorrow, I think. But the ending video is just pretty crazy. There's a pretty good reveal at the end there. That's like,
is it a pretty finite conclusion to the story?
To the Xehanort story, yes.
So you think they're gonna make another one?
Yes, they've already said they're making another one.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
In 16 years.
Yeah.
Another decade.
On the PlayStation 7 exclusive. You heard it here first, folks.
Breaking news.
Yeah. God. All right, so are we good with Kingdom Hearts for till next week?
Where are we at with time?
We're sitting at 45.
All right,
46.
we're going to do it in discussion this week. All right, so let's move to topic 3.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to talk about my thing then.
Could talk about your thing then.
No, go to topic 3. I'm not talking about it.
No.
Nope.
We could talk about Anthem at the end of the discussion.
Fine.
It wasn't fun anyway. Spoiler.
Aww.
What have you been playing this week, Mage?
What have I been playing this week?
Kingdom Hearts 1.
League and Kingdom Hearts 1. That's pretty much it. Getting caught up on the stories. It's been nice. Right now, me and my brother are grinding to 100% complete Kingdom Hearts 1. And it's a grind because there's some, like, I forgot that there was, like, really stupid enemies in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes, there are.
That you have to, like, do specific things for. Like, there's one.
Like the one on the Tarzan world where you have to.
The Tarzan world where
that's awful.
You have to get like a 50-hit combo to get certain items.
Yeah.
And the items are RNG even after you get the 50-hit combo.
Yep. There's that one. There's that one on the Tarzan world where you have to like follow it where it does like the stupid like cup game kind of thing.
Well. You have to,
that one's awful.
You have to cast stop on all these like mushrooms, and then you cast stop on and once you find all the mushrooms, because it's a hide and seek game first.
Yeah.
There's a big mushroom in Tarzan's treehouse, and you cast stop on that, and you have to do as big of a combo as possible because you get an item after every 10 hits.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're getting these like Serenity powers or whatever is the item called, and it's like a rare drop even after you do it.
Because that's the stuff you have to do to get the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, because you have to get every synthesis item to even synthesize the ultimate weapon.
Yep.
And we've been following a synthesis guide, but it is a grind, and that's what's taking us.
Getting the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts 2 is so much easier than getting it in Kingdom Hearts 1.
We 100% completed Kingdom Hearts 2 when it came out. We haven't played it before yet, but we 100% completed that one. And it wasn't nearly as hard as it was this one, because at least with that one, it's not just a big old grind fest to get all the items. Or you don't have to do something silly like cast gravity on a flying mushroom. Or something ridiculously convoluted in order to get that kind of item.
Like, I remember, have you done the Sephiroth fight yet? In Kingdom Hearts 1? God, that fight's awful. That one separates men from boys right there.
Cause we're also playing it on proud mode, so.
Ooh, that's good. There's no critical mode yet in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the other thing, is I like playing it on critical. So I've just been playing everything.
Die one hit?
Yes.
Because you can play Kingdom Hearts 1 at level 1 the entire game. Cause
you can do this one as well.
And I'm like, I don't know how people do that. Because that's ridiculous.
Gotta be good at that roll.
Well, you don't even get a roll in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, that's right. God, I forgot about that.
You have to develop the skill to get a roll. To do anything in Kingdom Hearts 1, you have to develop the skill and just level up.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous.
That game was so hard when I was little playing it. Like, anyways, Colin Jones, what have you been playing this week?
I finished my placements for League. A little bit of Earth, just to kind of get between them. Doing some more of the Planet Coaster challenges, career, whatever stuff.
Yeah.
That Planet Coaster video that you posted was actually really neat.
Yeah. I need to do another one. I haven't done a creative mode, sandbox mode since then. I need to do another one.
You should just build like a ridiculously long coaster.
Yeah. See, like, I get into there and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can do anything I want. And then I'm just like, I'm just going to place down stuff somebody else has already made and I've downloaded. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Okay, I'm bored. But
you're not playing that game to its full potential.
No, because like I'll go through and I'll watch YouTube videos of stuff people have done. And it's like, hey, look at how all these pieces can be used together. Okay, cool. Go try it. And then I'm like, I can't find this piece. And then I'll just go back and do the same thing I've done. But, so yeah. Ghost, what have you been playing?
Well, playing a whole bunch of Kingdom Hearts. And I've played some Anthem too. But Kingdom Hearts has been really fun. I love it. It's such a good game. It's just, there's some things that just ruin it though. But overall, it's a good game.
Yeah.
Let's go to jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
So my win this week, well, it's kind of a win. I had to take a sick day on Wednesday. So like, I just came back home. Well, I woke up and it was like 6:30 and my wife was like, hey, are you staying home today? And I was like, yeah, I need to stay home. So I came and I turned my computer on and I had to fill out the online form to get a sub.
Yeah.
And then had to call the secretary just so she knew to check it and said so that I needed it somebody. And got back in bed, and then my wife was kind of getting ready for school, and she came and she said, hey, what's high school doing this morning? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, they don't have anything to do they? And I was like, no. They can just have like a study hall day or something. And it's like, I don't really care. I'm going back to sleep. She was like, but you should probably have something for them to do. And it's like, yeah, you're probably right. So I got up and I put some clothes on and I put a beanie on just because it was cold and I hadn't showered and I felt disgusting. And I went to the school to go make copies and grabbed my little theory book and walked to the office to make copies. And the secretary who I talked to on the phone earlier was there and she's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't have anything for the high schoolers to do. I'm just making copies and then I'm going back home. And she was like, oh no, they can just have like an extra study hall. And I was like, God, thank you. So I was like, I'll remember that for next time. And then I went back home and I couldn't sleep anymore. So I just played games all day. So
fun times.
That was nice.
Mage, what is your win of the week?
Oh, me?
Yeah. No, the other person on our podcast.
I did. Okay, sorry. fair point. So I got on Swasu's butt and basically called the Bursar's office like every day until I made sure that they sent out that transcript. Because I was so mad about last week.
Right.
And so I called them Monday, and I got this young guy, and I told him, he's like, okay, I'll process it and send it out. And I called him again at 2 to make sure, and he's like, yeah, I sent it out. And so I wait Tuesday, and I didn't hear anything back from the office, and I called them again, and they're like, I was like, hey, I'm just making sure that this transcript got sent out. And she was like, and it was some girl that I got on the phone this time, and she was just like, okay, I'll check. And she's like, well, I'm not seeing an invoice for it, so if it got sent or something, like she was checking something, so I was like, if it got sent out, it should be on here, and I'm not seeing it. And I'm like, really? This guy lied to me yesterday, and I called him twice. And so I was like, and I told her everything, and she's like, okay, I'll get it sent out. And I called again Wednesday to make sure it got sent out. And they said that it did. And I got an email saying that I had a hold, but I had talked to them several times about that hold, and they lifted it for the transcript thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to send it out at all in the first place. And I kind of said like a kind of a bitchy email back.
What did you say? What'd you say?
I was just, let me pull up this email real quick.
Yes. Hot take.
What did I reply to them? because I was furious about this thing going on. Let me find it. Here we go. So the registrar's office sent me, says, we received your request for a transcript. Please clear your hold so we can process it. Well, the hold was cleared, so it shouldn't have gotten that email in the first place. And so I emailed back, has my transcript been sent? I've called multiple times in the last 3 weeks. I cannot work for DHS until they have that document. I will keep calling until I know for certain. I understand that you all are busy, but running into the same problem 3 times after the hold has already been lifted for that transcript to be sent off is aggravating. Please send it off so I don't have to harass you all about it anymore. I know you all don't appreciate frustrated alumni calling you. Thank you.
That's awesome. Amazing.
Like, I was that mad about it. And then I got an email back saying, all right, we sent it off. So
a lot of you don't know Mage, like, personally, like how we do. Out of the 3 of us, he has, like, the coolest head out of all of us. Mm-hmm. And it takes a lot to get him mad. And, oh, that's amazing just to hear something like that.
Well, they're literally barring me from getting, like starting my career, kind of.
I agree with you completely. I understand.
So
I'm really glad they didn't do this to me, because I'll go with my win of the week here in a second.
Well, the next day, I got an email, like Thursday, I got an email from the DHS office saying that they received my transcript.
Hey.
And so it wouldn't have been an overnight delivery. So either the guy from Mondays had sent it off like he said he did and just forgot to post that he did.
Yeah.
Or like they did like some kind of overnight deal because I was harassing them. So I was like, otherwise I was like, I don't care what happened at this point. I'm glad that it's done, and they have it, and I can actually start. I can actually go there Monday, do my drug testing, and my background check, and do some paperwork and stuff for like paying and all that jazz.
Right, that's good.
And actually start to work. So hopefully that all starts next week. But that's my win of the week because
yay!
I actually it's like getting stuff done pretty much.
Yay!
Awesome. Well, my one. I have 2 wins of the week.
No, you're only allowed one. You can only have
Sorry.
one. Pick one.
I have 2 wins of the week. One, well, I guess I technically have 3, but, well, I'm completely moved out of my old apartment. I got everything out on Wednesday, turned in my keys. I only lost $30 of my deposit, so I got, like, almost $300 back. I was happy about that. And in the mail,
where did that $30 go to? Did you punch a wall or something?
No, it was just they had to finish cleaning that I didn't get done because I was sick and didn't care.
Yeah,
it was literally what they have to do is they have to clean the inside of the stove and clean a couple shelves in the refrigerator, and that's it.
They'll say any kind of BS so they can not give you your whole deposit back.
But I didn't care to argue with them. I didn't even think I was gonna get that much back. So I mean, like, anyways. But in the mail when I was there was my teaching certificate, and it felt so good to see that and actually have that piece of paper come. Like it's in my other room right now, but I just saw it and just it felt so good just to see that. See, good things don't happen to me like ever, so it's really weird that like things are going so good right now for me. Besides me being sick, life is great, and I'm just kind of expecting something bad to happen soon, because nothing ever stays good forever for me like this. But anyways, and then my actual win of the week is we had a pep band game on Tuesday, and it was like my first time I was gonna be like, I'm the new band director in town. Here's my band. Here's how we're sounding. Don't hate me. Blah blah blah. And we played the national anthem, and it sounded so good. Like I didn't want to gloat, but I knew how good it sounded just because how good it made me feel playing it. And I had people just left and right coming up and talking to me, telling me how good we sounded at the game, after the game, and all the teachers told me the next day about how good we sounded. And it was like, they have never sounded that good before, ever. And it made me feel so good. Everybody liked my music choices for like what we played, because we played some Rolling Stones. We played like the usual pet band stuff like Land of 1,000 and Jump On It and Apache and that kind of stuff. But we played Paint It Black, and we played Animal. We played some other fun stuff too. Karen Crad 4000, which is the da 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 da.
Oh.
You know that song? That one's fun. But
I've always heard that called Zombie.
Zombie?
Yeah.
Oh. I've never really heard it called anything before.
Yeah, so. Music. They can call it Pet Band number 3 if you want.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I feel really good about myself, and like I feel really good about my kids are sounding good, and I think we're gonna do pretty good at contest, hopefully.
Good.
Things are going good.
Yeah, that's good.
Too good.
Don't do that to yourself. Then you're going to look for bad things.
I mean, I'm already expecting bad things because, like I said, nothing. My life has been just going through one thing to another throughout everything I can remember. There's never really been I don't mean to like play the little small violin and have a sob story, but it's just things have never been this good for me ever, and it just feels weird that things are, besides me being sick.
Well, I'm glad things are going well for you. Hope it.
Thank you.
It sticks with it. That was a weird thing to say. I didn't know how to work.
You know, we're going to TMA in 2 weeks.
I'm so excited. Like,
I am too. I'm so excited.
Cody is just
I just can't hide it.
Yeah,
he's just excited to get away from his junior high for a while.
No joke.
He gonna come clinic my band. All right, so where are we at with time? Are we at the hour mark yet?
Yeah, we're just past the hour.
All right, Anthem's demo was this weekend, and it was awful.
That's pretty much what I thought too. Like, I didn't think it was totally horrible, but it definitely didn't make me want to go out and get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I played granted, I played like maybe an hour of it. Okay. So I can't give it like a full like whatever, but it just.
Did you finish the missions?
I finished the first one. We took forever trying to figure out how to do that puzzle.
Okay, that pissed me off so much because I figured it out right off the bat.
I have no idea what it is.
The other 3 people that were with me were complete dingbats and were changing the colors of everything.
What did you have to do?
There was a light in front of the thing that lit up.
Yeah, it was like blue, right?
Yeah, because the thing that you're trying to get was blue, but then the other 3 on the side that you could change, like there was one that was red that was off on the corner.
There was 4 different ones.
There was the blue one that you couldn't change. That was the item that you were trying to unlock,
right.
And then you had the 3 portals on the side that you had to change the colors of on the other sides.
Yeah.
So for the ones you had to change, there was one that had the red inscription up on like the left hand side, and it's like, oh, this one's red. And I was like trying to get everybody's attention and jumping and shooting and like, hey, look, hey, it's here, look at this. And then went over to this other one, and over on the right hand side it was yellow. And then there was another one like under the bridge right at the edge. It was purple and it was glowing, and it's like, oh, this one's got to be purple. And as soon as like the monkeys couldn't figure out that I was like, hey, do this. And I was like, why is there not a chat function? Like, if you're getting paired up with randos, there was no sort of audio chat or
you couldn't audio chat?
No,
like,
there was
talk to him?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
See, if you could just talk to him, I would just call them out on it.
Yeah, so maybe something like that like would be in the real game, since it's because everything you tried to do, it was like, oh, this is not included in the demo. It's like, oh, okay. And it's a demo. It's not going to have everything. I get it. But at the same time, like, okay, that looks really cool. Oh, nope, not in the demo. Oh, not in the demo.
What I didn't like about it is I didn't like the flying. Like,
the flying was horrible.
Right? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that had thought that. Like, because everybody in my Destiny clan is so hyped up to play Anthem. Like, oh, we're never playing Destiny again. Blah, blah, blah. Anthem's going to be the next best thing since sliced bread. Like, I did the flying, and it just felt awful playing it. Like,
yeah. Like, it's super non-responsive. And like,
yes!
Like, I had to bump the sensitivity on my mouse up to do anything. And, like, I'm usually the guy that turns everything off. Like,
yeah,
my sensitivity on everything else is super low.
That's how I play, too.
So you guys played on PC?
I played it on PS4, and I had the same issue.
Yeah, I played mine on my PC. But
I also didn't like the HUD either.
The systems and the menus and stuff are really hard to traverse, and it doesn't explain anything. Because it was I agree. As soon as you started with, I remember trying to jump into a match because it was like you can either do the free roam, go to the mission, or there was like a fort or something you had to liberate, something like that. And I was like, I just want to jump into it and just like free roam around and try to figure everything out before I jump in. And then
I got you.
It wouldn't do anything. So I was like, what's going on? I was like, I want to free roam, press F to select. Okay, do you want to do this other thing or the other deal that's not free roam, the other two options? And I'm like, okay, just pick one, see what it does. And then it would back out and go to the map and not do anything. But you had to like click it, go back to the previous menu, select your difficulty, and then hit start. And it's like, why would you not have it a linear system? It's like, I want to do this and then have a start button. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you. It just, I don't know. It just didn't seem, I don't want to use the term complicated because then it makes me feel like it sounds like I'm dumb, but it just seemed like it was just.
It's not user-friendly.
Yeah, it's not user-friendly, and I guess that I haven't been following the game as much as other people have because it's ran by BioWare and EA, and that EA doesn't have a good track record at all.
I mean, I like BioWare because I'm a big fan of Mass Effect games.
Yeah, but they kind of ruined Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda. So I mean,
Mass Effect 3 was really fun, except for the ending was weird. And
the ending was
I actually
awful.
liked Andromeda. I mean, the only thing wrong with Andromeda is that it had like some weird
everything.
It had weird cutscenes, but like other than that, I thought the gameplay of Andromeda was fine. I didn't have the glitches that a lot of other people did. So, I mean, I understand some frustration with other people. I just didn't experience that, and I had a good time with Andromeda.
I never played any of the Mass Effect stuff, so
They're fun games. Mass Effect 2 is like one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is, I think, my favorite. Mass Effect 3 is really fun. It's just the ending's kind of, it's odd. It's not bad, just odd.
It doesn't make any sense.
Mass Effect 1 is, I would say, the weakest. It's not bad. It's the one that started the whole franchise. But I say, like, the improvements they made in combat from between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 is such a leap. They are like, how was Mass Effect 1 even a game after you played 2, kind of a deal? Like, why didn't they do any of this in Mass Effect 1?
Mm-hmm.
Because Mass Effect 2 was just that much superior than Mass Effect 1, in my opinion. But I think all three of them are really worth playing.
Back to Anthem. It didn't seem fun. Whenever I was going to do the mission, I just got destroyed by those mobs and like died like 3 times. And
what
difficulty
did you go in?
I don't even know what difficulty I picked. I couldn't tell you.
So probably just normal. I'd messed around with it enough that I just bumped it to easy because I just want to jump in and see what this is. Like, I don't care. I just want to see how it does. And it wasn't bad. Like, I don't know.
I don't think I'm going to buy it.
No. If it's on sale and it's like $20,
yeah,
I might jump on it. But
that's what I did with Black Ops 4. I mean,
right. I don't think I'm going to buy it.
Black Ops 4 went on sale real fast, and I jumped on that. And I was just like, I'm having fun with it. And I
really don't know what the next big game is that I want to play then, because Anthem was what I did want to play, but No, I really don't.
Not no mo. Yeah, I need to do some looking on what's coming out, but
that's what I'm doing right now.
The only things I can think of that's coming out is Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Ghost of Tsushima. Everything else is kind of just speculation.
Crackdown 3.
Yeah, we'll see if that.
I haven't played
happens.
1 or 2. I don't know anything about the Crackdown series.
That's Conan Jones' game.
Yeah, just do number 1. Number 2 is pretty much the same thing as number 1. It's just like zombies.
Yeah, there's really. Oh, Jump Force comes out in February.
Well, Last of Us 2 comes out this year.
Hopefully.
Hope Cyberpunk 2077 comes out this year.
I miss having a good single player game that with like good story and stuff. Like,
that's why I'm excited for Cyberpunk. I'm hoping that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're promising, and CD Projekt Red really hasn't let us down that much.
Did you ever play The Witcher, Mage?
I played 3. That's 3. It. I didn't play 2 or 1.
No.
I know 1 was kind of like a point-and-click adventure game a little bit, and 2 was more like 3. But I really liked 3. I thought the combat. I didn't have the same issues that a lot of other people did with the combat. Like, I thought it was fine. It's a little awkward, but not terrible.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Witcher, so.
Yeah, I did too. I thought the world was fantastic.
All right.
So if
you got anything else for today?
We want to do video game music. I found one.
Oh yeah, what do you have this week for us?
I don't know if we've done this one or not, but it is the theme from Red Alert 2, Command & Conquer, the Hell March 2. And it's kind of awesome. So
it's a throwback.
I never really played Red Alert, but I'm excited for music.
I'm just going to play it while we're kind of talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. But like, I was thinking of good music, and I was like, oh man, I remember this song that kept me hyped up. And I'm trying to adjust the volume as we go in.
I just remember Red Alert 2, like seeing like some older people play it or whatever, because I was a little kid when it came out. It'd just be like, oh, this is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. This intro's hype. Dude, oh my god.
I'm telling you. And just trying to figure out like where you're gonna fight everybody. Oh, it's just such a good.
Dude, I'm like jamming with this.
And like the guy coming over the loudspeaker yelling and stuff, like so.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good song.
So yeah, that's just like hype central.
Command & Conquer is a scary thing to bring back.
And
I know they are. There's already one game back. It's a mobile game.
Not that way. Don't bring it back as a mobile game.
Please.
It's awful.
But yeah, I remember Red Alert 2 was my jam. Like I would play that game all the time. But like my grandma's computer was the only one that could run it, so every time we were at her house, that's what we would go do.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's
all right. That was a very nice one we had this week.
That was cool.
All right, Mage, do you want to do our outro since I can't talk anymore and my voice hurts?
Yeah. Let me get to it real quick.
Tabbed out.
Yeah. It has to load back up.
All right, I'll just do it. It's not a big deal.
Oh my Lord!
Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have any questions or subjects you want us to talk about in our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again, and remember, have a great day and have a better tomorrow.